Most people treat August like the closing scene of the garden season. The tomatoes are finally producing, the cucumbers are trying to take over the yard, and the idea of planting something new feels almost unnecessary. In a lot of minds, August is for harvesting, not starting over. And that assumption causes gardeners to miss one of the most productive windows of the entire year. Because while summer crops are beginning to tire, a whole different group of vegetables is just getting ready for its moment. Cooler nights are coming. Pest pressure often starts easing. And many crops that struggle in spring's chaos or summer's heat suddenly make a lot more sense. But this only works if you stop thinking like it's May. August is not the time to gamble on slow, heat-loving vegetables that still need forever to finish. It's the time to get strategic. Fast growers, cool season crops, vegetables that can handle shortening days, mild frosts, and the reality that the calendar is moving faster now. Today, we're counting down 10 of the best vegetables to plant in August for a productive home garden. These are the crops most likely to turn late summer into a second season instead of the beginning of the end. And stay until the end, because the number one pick on this list is one of the smartest August vegetables you can grow if you want repeated harvests instead of one quick reward. Let's get started. At number 10, we have broccoli. This one deserves to be here, but with an important detail. In many gardens, August is not the best time to start broccoli from seed outdoors. It's the best time to set out broccoli transplants or use seedlings you've already started. That matters, because broccoli is productive, but it isn't casual. It needs enough time to develop before hard freezes arrive. Still, if you handle the timing correctly, broccoli can be one of the most satisfying fall vegetables in the whole garden. What makes broccoli so valuable in August is that it actually prefers the direction the season is heading. It does not love blazing heat. It does not love the kind of stress that makes warm weather gardens feel exhausting. Give it late summer planting, steady moisture, and the cooling weather of early fall, and it often performs better than people expect. And even if the main head isn't enormous, many varieties can still reward you with side shoots after the first harvest. That's the kind of productivity August gardeners should pay attention to. You don't want crops that give you one chance and then disappear. You want crops that can keep the season alive. At number 9, we have beets. Beets are one of those vegetables that make late-season gardening feel practical instead of romantic. They're not here because they're flashy. They're here because they give you more than one way to win. In August, that's a huge advantage. You're growing for roots, yes, but you're also growing for greens. That flexibility matters more now than it does earlier in the year, because late-season gardening is all about reducing risk. Beets also have another quality that makes them especially useful this time of year. They don't mind cool weather. In fact, as the season shifts and temperatures settle down, the crop often becomes more pleasant to grow and more pleasant to eat. If growth slows a bit, the greens still give you something. If the roots size up properly, even better. Productive gardening in August is rarely about perfection. It's about choosing vegetables that still return something meaningful, even if conditions aren't textbook perfect. Beets understand that assignment very well. At number 6, we have bok choy. August is where bok choy starts looking less like an interesting extra and more like a genuinely smart decision. This is a crop that fits the late-season garden beautifully. It matures relatively quickly, it stays compact, and it handles cool weather much better than a lot of summer vegetables ever could. That's exactly the kind of profile you want right now. August is not a month for sprawling uncertainty. It's a month for efficient vegetables that know how to finish. Bok choy also brings a kind of versatility that makes it feel bigger than the space it occupies. You can harvest it young. You can let it size up. You can use it in stir-fries, soups, or fresh preparations if the leaves are still tender. And because it's part of that cool season group that doesn't need blazing heat to justify its existence, it gives gardeners a very different relationship with the late summer garden. Instead of trying to stretch exhausted summer crops beyond their comfort zone, you're bringing in vegetables that actually like where the season is going. At number 5, we have turnips. Turnips are one of the most underrated August vegetables, and part of the reason is simple. They don't photograph like celebrities. They don't get marketed like garden stars. But when it comes to practical, late-season productivity, they quietly outperform a lot of more glamorous choices. Like beets, turnips give you value above and below the soil. The roots matter, but the greens matter too. That double usefulness is one of the strongest patterns in a smart August garden. Turnips also belong to that cool weather category that makes more sense the farther summer fades. They are not asking you to chase a fantasy. They are asking you to work with the calendar instead of against it. And that's the entire secret of August planting. The best crops now are the ones that cooperate with reality. Turnips mature fast enough to stay relevant, tolerate cool conditions well, and can turn a late sowing into a very respectable harvest. Sometimes, the smartest vegetable is not the one gardeners brag about first. It's the one that simply shows up and does the job. At number 4, we have kale. Few vegetables make a stronger case for late-season planting than kale. This is where the garden starts getting serious. Kale has the toughness that August gardening rewards. It can handle cooling temperatures, it stands up well as the season becomes less friendly, and many gardeners would argue it actually improves after a light frost. That's a powerful trait. You're not just planting for survival, you're planting something that can become better as conditions get harsher. Another reason kale belongs so high on this list is that it keeps giving. You don't usually harvest kale once and walk away. You take outer leaves, let the center keep growing, and return again. That cut-and-come-again rhythm is perfect for a productive home garden because it stretches one planting into a longer relationship. In August, that matters. Space is valuable, time is valuable. A vegetable that continues earning its spot is worth far more than one that delivers a single moment and disappears. Kale understands longevity, and late-season gardens benefit from that. At number 3, we have spinach. This is one of the classic August vegetables for a reason. Spinach and high summer are not close friends. It bolts in heat, turns bitter fast, and often makes gardeners feel like they missed their window. But late summer moving into fall is a very different story. Suddenly, the same crop that felt frustrating before starts making sense again. That shift is exactly why spinach is such a smart August planting. Now, there is one reality check. If your soil is still very hot, spinach can be slow or uneven to germinate. So this is one of those crops where timing inside the month matters. Early August in a very hot climate is different from late August when nights begin cooling down. But once the weather starts cooperating, spinach becomes one of the most useful vegetables you can grow. It works as baby leaf, it works at larger size, it fits salads, sautés, soups, and everything in between. A productive garden is not just about what grows well, it's about what gets used constantly. Spinach checks both boxes in a very convincing way. At number 2, we have radishes. If August gardening needed a momentum crop, radishes would be one of the best candidates in the entire seed rack. They are fast, they are satisfying, and they give gardeners one of the most important things late in the season: visible progress. That matters more than people realize. By August, a lot of gardeners are tired. The idea of sowing something that will take forever to reward them is not especially motivating. Radishes fix that problem in a hurry. They're also one of the easiest ways to make the second season feel real. You plant them, and before long, something is actually happening. Not theoretical productivity, not future plans, real harvest. And because radishes mature so quickly, they fit beautifully into the narrowing calendar of late summer and early fall. You don't need a giant leap of faith. You need a crop that can get in, grow up, and give you something before conditions turn rough. Radishes are excellent at doing exactly that. And if you're growing some types for greens as well, the value only improves. And finally, at number 1, we have leaf lettuce. If someone asked for one of the safest, smartest, most productive vegetables to plant in August, leaf lettuce would be very hard to beat. It fits this moment almost perfectly. You're not waiting on fruit, you're not waiting on pollination, You're not hoping a huge plant somehow races the frost clock. You are growing leaves, and leaf lettuce is exceptionally good at making leaves under the cooler conditions that August planting is trying to reach. But what really puts lettuce at number 1 is the harvest style. This is not a one-and-done crop unless you want it to be. You can pick outer leaves, come back later, and keep the plant producing. You can sow a little now, a little later, and turn one planting window into a sequence instead of a single event. That kind of steady reward is exactly what a productive home garden should aim for. And unlike the vegetables people force through summer only to watch them struggle, lettuce often feels like relief. It feels like a crop that finally agrees with the season instead of arguing with it. In August, that is incredibly valuable. The truth is that planting in August is not about pretending you have all the time in the world. You don't. That's what makes the month so useful. It forces better decisions. It pushes you away from fantasy crops and toward vegetables that actually fit the conditions in front of you. Cool season greens, root crops, and dependable fall performers can turn this part of the calendar into one of the most rewarding stretches of the gardening year. But only if you stop treating August like an ending. So before you let empty spaces sit there waiting for next spring, look at them again. Count backward from your first frost. Choose quick or cold-tolerant crops. Keep the seedbed moist while late summer heat is still hanging around. Use mulch, use shade if you need to, and don't be afraid to succession sow the fast growers. Because a productive home garden is not built by gardening only when the season feels easy. It's built by understanding what each part of the year is actually good for. And once you realize how much food August can still set in motion, you'll never see late summer as the finish line again.